Power Hour. What is this? It's Tuesday. It's only Tuesday. Couple of things I got to share. Sorry for those OGs in the room. Let's go back to TradeGateHub. Two things I know I go off on tangents. Go to the red YouTube button. Get an idea what we do over here. Especially Coach's video at 9:30 in the morning. Me Power Hour yesterday. And by the way, let's go over some quotes or some trade from Power Hour yesterday, starting to how they matriculated or not into today. Hang in there. GME earnings tonight over the 200-day. Oklo. We're keeping an eye again on the S&P. SPYs above the 200-day. VIX below the moving averages. After hours, MLGO. Brought this up yesterday, MLGO. There you go. Had 300 million shares. One of my final posts. Had more than all the Mag 7s or 8s or 8s or 12s put together. Stock had a huge range today. You got to be, you got to run towards the volatility in this thing. You know what I mean? We'll go over it after. Stocks still acting key still. Look at what they did today. ZS. Nice move. Told you the boys were in it. Know your moderator. TTD worked. Target. Devon. Oklo. Going through coaches trades. FCX. #1 in calls. Not the last 6 weeks. Not the last month. Last maybe a week or so. Okay. Too high level opinion. Cybersecurity leading. Look what ZS did today. RBRK. Same group. Why not? Fundamental long short hedge funds and net least long U.S. stocks in at least 5 years, according to Goldman. I know what they're not long. They're not long oils anymore. But you know what? Let's go to what's going on right here. Bottom left. Good call, J Norm. He picked the wrong freaking auto. General Motors. General Motors. Let's go to the action. General Motors is ripping as we speak on my scanner. What's wrong with this chart? You know if there's... Okay, those stocks are hanging in. ZS. Broke out yesterday with volume. RBRK, the new best of breed cybersecurity. It worked. So it wasn't up $12. Still worked. Devon Energy. Nice doing. Sold it today, to be honest with you. Schlumberger, I did not sell. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy more in it. Gold's giving it back a little bit. At FCX, not. Other things I wanted to talk about. CME. I got to give some props to the people in the room. It is what it is. Gee, giving out a short on CME actually worked. That actually worked. Like he picked the winner. A short worked. I see it. Nice trade. J Norm, I also saw your NFE. I got my eye on a day of rest. Stocks that were strong in the morning. ALMS that gave it all back. TEM was up strong in the morning. Followed through. 3-day up. It was up like $4 at one point. Believe me, it closed at 59. This is higher. It's 62, 63 at one point, even pre-market. But you know what? The bottom line is stock like TEM went from 45 to 63. Okay, give or take. Nobody's saying you got to capture every top and bottom. It's got a lot of volume and it's tradable. And it goes with the group. RKLB, stocks that I'm also looking at. Acting very well. Day of rest. Pull back low volume. I'd love to see it close above yesterday's close. But I'll give it a mulligan, if you will. PVTX, how you doing? That looks very good, this stock. They like this one, PVTX. I'm not going to lie to you. They also like PMDX. These two I bought in the fund. PMDX I bought in the fund today. I'm not going to lie. Why do I say that? I'm looking at this one too. FRSH. Freshworks. And it's not a grocery store. Gap held it. Gap held it. Holding this gap above this gap. Draw all the lines you want. Boom, boom. This little area here. I like it. Every time it does well when it does well, but when they blast it, it comes back. I like this stock. Fresh one. Thin calls too. It's where I brought it up. I bought some RKLB today. Just told the boys. Oh no, what is it? Our rocket lamps. I mean, they got me in the rocket. Wonder if anybody said stay away. Yeah, again, we did the same thing last night with RBRK and all the other ones. General Motor pops the new highs, calls being bought. Okay, so what's a common denominator here from a guy that has 110,000 followers and a very good trader? Okay, it's not necessarily the symbol he brings up. He goes new highs. Oh, hold on. Pops strong, price action, highs acting well, and calls. In other words, it's another way of saying, three of the five basically things that we look for outside of some sentiment. Here we go. Another one of the boys. We're all talking about they must be all at the same time. Holding above the 200 day. We're all looking at it. It is choppy today. I'm not committed to, I'm not saying, okay, we hold 200 days of the 200 day, all clear. This is it's more likely to be a fake out than it is a base. That's what I'm thinking. Although price action trumps sentiment. So I'm not playing it that way. Planetary. EPLD. Stop now. Percent gainers on a day. It doesn't have million. Should be 2 million. Should be 3 million. But I like action. Porch. Mobile I opened up faded. DJT Donnie opened up it faded. International paper. Macro faded. EGO, Lego Maego, gold. So these are the percent gainers on the day. 5%. There should be more. I don't know why they're not low of them. Maybe I have to fix the generic scanner. All right, so you just do this. Percent losers on the day. Are they real? MLGO. There's one I mentioned. Yeah, let's pull the MLGO now that I pontificated. And by the way, didn't trade it. But, come on. All right, bottom line yesterday. Stock was 3. This morning, another one, Algo. First of all, if you took, this is today and yesterday right here. First of all, if you took out there's the gap right here, 1348, and also took out the downtrend line. That was it right there. 1350, turnaround thing's 19. Now you can't be, buying AEM and taking position in ZS. I mean, you're all in on this one for stock that moves from $9 like that on heavy volume. But regardless, that's where the action of the proverbial fish are. I'm sorry to stale cliche and TGH, although it's one that I only use. Oklo gave it back. Earnings. See how that does the day after. Pony, the new IPO, China IPO, real. Pony gave it all back. You know what? That Pony, Norm, if you're on this, that Pony was a failure right away. That's why I didn't like it from the beginning. This was the IPO price. I remember. Pony. How can I not like the IPO they priced Pony? I mean, it was a China IPO back when China stocks were popping. Stock was 12, and then all of a sudden, all right, here we go, 12 to 16. We were on this, but now, earnings, Fizzler acting better. EMPH I had my eye on. We'll go to the brain bait borders. EMPH I had my eye on. Above the moving averages. Even the 50-day starting to curl a little bit. Fizzler, best of breed, starting to base. Better trades. I got to be more prudent to give out trades like that. He's starting to curl a little bit. It is. QBTS. It is. This stock right here, man. It is. Let's go to the board. Let's get action. I'm trying to stay away so I don't fire away. I got to focus. Here we go. Here we go with Donnie. All right, here we go. It's open for interpretation or guesses. Trump. There's another business announcement coming tomorrow. Hopefully, all capital gains, all short-term capital gains will be wiped out, and everybody can trade for free. Brilliant. No, I'm only kidding. If that would be, I'd start looking at Bisler. Interesting. You know what this means? Upside exhaustion a little bit. A niner. See, every time it pulls an eight, cup maybe another day. A little exhaustion, still rotation. Percent gainers. Percent gainers in 15 minutes. Do we have something moving? QBTS. There he is, jingling. No matter what condition he's in. I hope he can hit the ball. I played a lot of golf with some guys that worked in that field. They drank too much when they played golf, though. Get that hip ready, man. I'll be out there. Fact. QBTS looks great. Percent losers, 60 minutes. Nothing. Nothing's going on yet. You know, it seems like things kind of die. It seems like out of nowhere, at least for now, things kind of Tesla ripping. Things kind of calm down. You know, there you go. Tech all of a sudden. Nobody's vandalizing for the past couple of days. Okay. Something like Powell made an appearance and went back like a groundhog. It's eerie. And look, here we go, the SPY. That's why it's too eerie, right there. SPY VIX. VIX is still. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't want to take a chance on really stepping out and trying to know. Look at this. Trump, I think Europeans have been freeloading. Yeah, Mickey. He's in the United States right now. I hope, Mick, give back to the American economy. I'm not talking about, you know, if any of your friends, Mick's buying dinner tonight, believe me, he made enough in the market this year. Out in Vegas. He's not seeing Celine Dion right now. Probably is seeing Celine Dion. NVIDIA. Who knows? SMCI, they tried to turn it and they tried to turn it on the Goldman downgrade. They wanted to rip it and rip Goldman out, but it actually went negative again. Oh, how you doing? What happened here? There we go. Net got the upgrade. Affirm had a chance to be positive. XYZ, Uber, Lyft had a good move. Disney, naturally. Here's the board. This stock's hurting me. The one that's been taking calls. I have to, you know what? I'm gonna sell some of it. I'm not gonna lie. Tradeview. I was chirping. Calls for 3 days, 4 days. Told you. Sick with the process. This thing was down. It was a freaking announcement. They were gonna more investor activism. This is horrible. Ugh, I gotta get out. Fuck. Ugh. Tesla ripping. Ripping. PTD, bottoms and top stake processes. I was the guy buying it down here, 53. Where's NME? I'm in this thing. Nothing's moving. MPW. There it is, Jeff. You there? It finally broke out of that huge range, and it did nothing. It quit. I thought this thing had such huge. This stock after breaking out, this stock should be 10. This medical properties trust. It finally broke out of this thing, and it stalled. What a dog. A bastard. Wayfair just covered that a little while ago. Was shorted. All right. Forcing me now. I'll be in the room. Nothing really going on that much. You see the board. DraftKings. All right. You have a case to take that short. Trapped everybody. What else? Walmart. Dollar Tree has earnings tonight. Chewy. I don't know, man. This next held in there. I sold a bunch of it. I don't want to take the pain of it pulling back, and it will, but I will buy it on dips. That's it. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I don't see much doing. Or listen, what else is more interesting to me? Or what are what catalysts are going to be to drive either rotation the market in one way or the other, or anything? It feels, I don't know, feels that way. All right, I'm open to suggestions. I'll do better later.